look in that eternal mirror, you have to understand that you are stronger than you think you are. You have survived things people will never know.
He was like, what's your why? What are you doing this for? And it was like, if your why doesn't make you cry, then you shouldn't even be doing this.
I stopped singing and I lost my confidence.
So really helping you to kind of resonate on stage, helping you to invest in the lyrics, helping you to project your energy forward. The point of it all is to really show everyone who you are and be proud of that.
Exactly what I need.
And the queen I am, the queen I am, the queen I am, the queen. They told me to change. I said there was no way.
Award-winning artist Ranella Ferrer. Sing along as she presents the Star Spangled Banner.
Today we have Ranella, a singer from the Philippines. She is here to share her story on how she gets started, where she been, and how it's going. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to see you. Finally meet you in person.
Yes.
I've heard so much great things about you.
Great things? That's good. That's
Thank
good.
you.
That's always a good thing. Thank you.
Love that.
So let's start with telling me where it all first started with you. What put you in this space to become the person that you are today? What is childhood?
Coming straight from Manila. Got your questioning who's Ranella. When I step on the stage, I'm a thriller. Plus when I do my thing, I'm a winner. I guess that's my little introduction.
No warm-up needed. No warm-up needed. Just
you.
getting straight to it. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Well, things have been great. I have been performing a lot lately. I just dropped a single called Queen I Am. It's been a long time coming. That's been 10 years in the making.
Okay.
And that song is literally about not just for women empowerment, because people think, oh, Queen I Am, it's just
Right.
for women. No, but it's for everyone who's believed in their dreams and stuck through it and has paid their dues and put their 10,000 hours in to be in the professional state and just keeping it going and not listening to anyone and just continuing to pursue their purpose. Because beyond the dreams, it's your purpose.
Right. When you talk about those 10,000 hours, explain to the people how important it is to do the work before you actually get to the work.
Oh, my
There are
goodness.
steps that need to be taken, the preparation, understanding who you are and who you're becoming.
Right.
You know? So,
The thing about it is, it's like, it's not something that you learn in school.
Right.
It's something that you learn through experience.
Right.
I mean, people can only tell you so much,
Right.
but at the end of the day, this is one thing that I've learned. God bless his soul. But my late manager told me that you need to find people with same core values. When you have the foundation of having true core values and Jesus is my savior, and knowing that this is your purpose, knowing that this is something that's been really that's been gifted to me, that's beyond me. It's not about fame, because sometimes there can be times where you're not making any money, especially in the beginning. Absolutely. You just gotta go through it. Plus, as long as you know you're enjoying it and this is what you truly love, and you can look at yourself at the end of the day in front of the mirror and you can sleep with yourself. Right. You have to continue trucking and you have to continue pursuing. I mean, the journey has been, they think that it's, no one can teach you it's going to be like this. No one can teach you that it's how it's going to be, because it's different strokes for different folks. Who am I? I'm just a girl from the Philippines, and I didn't know that I was going to, I'm here legally now, by the way. Eyes don't come from me, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, just letting you guys know. But at the end of the day, no one can teach you these things. Right. You just, if you believe that that's what you're supposed to be doing, at the end of the day, you just got to pursue it and know that this, you just got to go through it. Like, and make sure you have some good people around you. But, you know, like, you learn your lesson throughout the way. But as long as you have your good core value, no matter what, when you build something step by step, even if someone kicks it off the ground because you built it yourself,
Right.
no matter what, you could still rebuild it again.
I agree with everything that you're
Over
saying. I
and
agree with
over.
everything that you're saying. Because I've always said, right? No matter the weather changes, right? The climate of your goals does not change. So you're going to go through some different storms, right? But you still have to become the storm that defeats the storm that's trying to come against you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So that's very important mindset to remember when you feel like, you know, things are not going the way that you planned it.
Right.
But things are not going the way you planned it sometimes can be a very big blessing in disguise.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
The things that you learn along the way to get to those steps on becoming the person that you are today.
Right.
You wouldn't be who you are if you didn't go through that, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So that is great to hear. What age did you start singing?
I've been singing since I was a fetus in my mother's womb.
Okay.
I mean, so I don't recall a day or two I didn't sing or hum a tune.
Right.
So it wasn't like, oh, I saw this person on TV and let me be. I mean, you know, as I was growing up and knew that I had a gift of voice, I've loved Mariah Carey, I love Whitney Houston, Patti LaBelle, to all the great old school musicians that has really great big voices. Right. Diana Ross. I mean, I've loved all of them, but you know, I've been singing. I can't recall a day or two that I didn't sing or hum a tune. Even when I'm sick, I feel like I sung in my head. I don't.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Now, to my knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
you have sang and sung the national anthem more than a handful of times.
Right.
What has that experience been like for you? Because everybody knows when you go to sing the national anthem, you got to have your energy together, your mind right, because everybody is watching. It's the one song that you cannot recompose or rewrite, you know?
At all.
So you got to go up there and locked in. So
the crazy part about it is, like, when I first started performing, I used to perform with dancers, right? And I've had this quest in my journey. I love food. I've gained weight. I've lost weight. I've gained weight. I've just lost weight again, thank God. But when I gained weight, I didn't want to perform again with my dancers because my dancers was like hotter than me. They were wearing mid-ribs, tube tops, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to still showcase my voice for 2 minutes in front of a larger crowd? So I was like, I want to start doing the national anthem. Plus, it's an honor. And the moment that I've been actually trying to sing for the national anthem for the Lakers since, I would say, 2012. So every year I would submit and the lady would be like, try again next year. So I'm like, okay, let me try again. I kept trying and trying. And one time I was listening to Les Brown. I don't know if you guys know who Les Brown is. He's
a motivational speaker.
Yes.
Absolutely.
While I was cleaning my apartment, I was like, and Les Brown kept trying and trying to get into the radio, right? To be a host.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just email this lady again. I told the lady, I was like, hi, it's me again. If you don't accept me this year, then I'll try again next year.
Right.
Man. And at that time, I haven't performed in probably like over 2 years. I got the call. My whole body rose. I was like, oh my God. And it was Kobe's last season. And they called me in 2015, and it was one of the first games of 2016. And I will never forget. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It's my first time performing for the national anthem.
Right.
For a bigger platform for the Lakers. And it was Kobe's last season. And I will never forget, because I was so nervous. I was in the bathroom holding onto the stall, like, and then right before I performed, my sister was like, look, it's Denzel. I was like, shut up. Don't tell me who's in the crowd. I don't want to know who's in the crowd.
Different type of pressure, right?
Right. It's like, like Lakers is like something else out of all the, the stadiums. I mean, every team is great.
Right.
But so like ever since then, I was like, I love singing the national anthem. Plus it showcases your voice for 2 minutes. The whole focus is just you and your voice, and you can't mess up. It's a whole different ballgame of focus. So people think that, let me just sing the national anthem. No, and it's not even that. People think it's like, oh, let me do this, circus with all the runs with my vocals.
Right.
It's not about you. It's about the people.
Absolutely.
You're serving 30 to 70,000 people in front of you. So it's a whole different energy and soul that's coming out of you that you have to touch everyone's lives. If you look at it that way, you have to touch every single one of the people's lives. And I'm grateful and humbled enough to say that like some people came up to me and say, "Oh my God, I cried. I had tears in my eyes when I do, when we sing the anthem." So after that, I just started submitting, and I started, people thought that I had agents or a famous basketball player that or whatever that hooked me up. I was like, no, I did the work by myself. I did my own research.
So you really bought into this. You really make sure that you had your information right, your wording right, energy right. You make sure every line was closest to perfection.
Exactly. And honestly, like when I started, how I found it the first time, at that time it was called the Staples Center.
Yes.
I called the Staples Center myself. Like, hi,
It will always be the Staples Center, regardless of what you change it to. It's a
regardless
staple
of the
in the community.
Right. So I called the Staples Center. It's like, hi, who's in charge of the national anthem? When I called the Staples Center, and they were like, let me direct you to the person. So I did my own research, and people think like, oh, let me just call somebody, and people ask me and call me like, oh, can you hook me up and with a person? I was like, part of me is like, yes, I want to hook you up. It depends on how much work you've put in, but I want you to do the work too, because I had to do the work myself.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. You're absolutely correct about wanting people to do the work. That is the biggest conversation I always have with people. If you have a dream, that dream without the work it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
And you have to be willing to put in those hours to where you have to give up something.
Right. As long as it's not your soul.
As long as it's not your soul. Long as it's not.
As long as it's not your soul.
But there will be times you'll have to give up moments with family. There'll be times you'll have to give up, moments that you might have personal to yourself in order to build that up.
Because it's beyond you.
It's beyond you.
I mean, literally, like, being us as public figures or doing what we do is beyond us. It's a gift that's been gifted to us, and it's our responsibility to do the work, to share it.
You wake up every day trying to figure out what's the best way for you to share that gift and reach as many people as you can.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Because everybody wants to get paid for that.
Right.
Gift. But your gift is going to take care of you.
Right.
As long as you exercise it the right way and do what you need to do as far as in the form it is supposed to be in.
Right.
Yes.
And your only concern is just be great. Be great at what you do.
That's it.
When you're great at what you do, everything will follow. I used to hate like having to do like the influencer stuff because people were like, "Oh, you're an influencer."
Yeah.
No, I'm not an influencer. I'm a talent that happens to influence people. But you know what? If people want to say I'm an influencer, like, okay, thank you, be it. Give me some free stuff, right? That too.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, because it's so saturated now with so many different things and different people because they see what people are doing online that people don't really know what their true core values. Again, that's where it comes to. And, at the end of the day, if you don't have, the more you have to give to the world, the more God is going to bless you with more things to give. Also, too, when you have a plate and you have so many things being blessed with, sometimes you just got to give it out. Just give it out because the more your plate is going to be empty and you're going to have more new blessings coming in, so.
What he's ultimately telling you is don't be afraid to share your gift. A lot of you are afraid to share your gift and information because you're worried about someone else taking your position or your spot. Don't let me get preachy. But what God has in store for you, nobody can change that. All right? Whatever is ordained for you to go through on this journey, that's what's going to happen, and it's still going to happen. So you don't have to worry about sharing the information. That's what you have it for. Because each one of you that has a gift, you still one of one. You're still rare.
Right.
Nobody can do what you do.
Nope.
It's going to be something like they can take the same ingredients.
Yes.
But they're not going to be able to cook it up and make it like you, okay? They made you different as a chef when it comes to creating whatever it is that you're doing. So to all the people out there creating content, it's okay. It's okay to share information. You're still a one-of-one chef cooking up whatever it is that you're doing.
Absolutely. Except for my cooking. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. I'm still learning to eat. And that's one thing that I could say that...
What's one thing that you can cook for sure if everybing in the room is dependent on you to eat? What's your one go-to meal? Or
lasagna.
Lasagna.
As crazy as it is, as many ingredients as it is, maybe that's my life too. I can cook a bomb-ass lasagna.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Like literally. One day. Soon you guys will taste my lasagna.
A bomb lasagna. We'll have to try it out one day.
Yes, for sure.
Speaking of cooking, you're involved in a lot of things, right?
Yes.
You're not just a singer.
Yes.
right? You also, don't you have a food network show or something going on?
Oh, of course.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
we do have Cali Bites.
Okay.
We are currently reviewing and tasting different restaurants all over Southern California.
Okay.
And just make sure you guys, that's all I can say for now. Watch out for that. Shout out to Daniel, aka Eglam. I've known this dude for over, shoot, like 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
He's a real one. And we that's what one of my day ones from the get-go. And the reason I also continue to work with him is because core values. And one of the main things we started with was talking about God. Before I even established all these things that happened in my career, we talked about God. And anyway, back to Cali Bites. Cali Bites is going to be a new dope show. Just watch out for that while I maintain my physique. You will find all the best food places all over Southern California.
Okay. Now, my golden question for you right now is, well, two-part question.
Sure.
Number one, what is the mental health part of it when it comes to staying in mental shape in order to do what you do? You know, to be in front of the lens, to put in those hours, to, you know, when you got to sing the national anthem. What is the mental health gear for that? Because a lot of people want to know that, because everybody wants to get into something, but they don't know what the mental part of it is.
Well, you know, like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. Because when I first started performing when I was younger, I actually used to, I was dating a guy and he made me mad, and we broke up because he was cheating on me. And I think that anger was like my force of like, oh, I'm gonna like perform harder, perform better. Because I remember he was also a rapper, and he told me, you know, it was one of those, like, I was young, and he told me, I will never forget that he told me this: your hottest shit will never be as tight as my wackest shit.
Oh, wow.
Your hottest shit will never be as tight as my wackest shit. I was like, oh, really? Okay, watch this. And, you know, God bless him now, because where is he now? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, so after that, I started performing mad, and I would like perform like angry, like, you know, as if I had something to prove.
Right.
But then as I grew older, it was more so like, okay, you know, that got me there. That fueled me to like try to prove something, because I can be very competitive, not just with others, but with myself, because I want to prove something for myself. But when I'm performing, especially with national anthem, well, now I'm a little bit more relaxed, but in the beginning when I was starting to like just do different, you know, if it's a stadium that I've never performed at before, if it's something that's on my cross list, like let's say the SoFi Stadium, before that, don't talk to me for at least like an hour or 30 minutes, because I'm also like absorbing the audience.
Right.
Even as I walk in through the stadium, whether it's an open stadium or closed stadium, like the Lakers Stadium, you know, I look at the crowd and I absorb the audience, and I'm thinking to myself, I want to make sure, and I talk to God, I'm like, God, let me touch everyone's heart as I sing, and may you live through me as my voice comes out when I'm singing. And that's what I'm thinking. And then after that, and that's another thing too, I don't eat before those things, especially when I'm nervous.
Why is that? Why is that?
Well, for one, I get nervous. I don't feel like eating. And second, I don't want to burp when I'm singing.
Okay.
But as soon as I'm done, it's like a whole like thing has been lifted, and I'm like, okay, where's the food? Let's go to the buffet.
I'm done what needed to be done.
Let's go.
Let's step.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Where's the buffet? But yeah, so, and then sometimes even when I perform, like even hosting, it's still a lot of energy that you're giving out to people.
Absolutely.
The next couple of days, sometimes I'm quiet, I'm home, I'm in my pajamas, and I'm maybe ordering my favorite Thai food or something. That's how I rejuvenate, you know?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
You had a chance to sign that line with somebody very special.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that person?
Well, so when Cassie first started, I was approached by Ryan Leslie and his partner, Next Selection.
Okay.
And this is when, like, literally Cassie just started, and they were saying, hey, we're looking verbatim. I'm not going to say who his partner is. You guys can do the Google search. On the phone, at that time, I was big on MySpace. You can't even buy followers then or anything like that. I was the only Filipino performing all over Hollywood. The guy said to me, you know, Cassie can't really sing, but we're trying to make her the Filipino superstar. Can you come to the studio? Ryan Leslie's going to be in town. So when I came to the studio, I was young. I had no management by myself. Like literally, I had no idea what was going to happen.
Into the situation.
Ryan Leslie was there looking at Cassie's photos the whole time I was at the studio. I remember, I will never forget because she just did a photo shoot with Kristen Dior. And I guess they sent him the files and he was just staring. And I'm like, what am I doing here? And I felt like, you know, like I said, I felt like I was either being sized up or what, but it just didn't make sense to me if I'm supposed to be like doing anything. Like I said, everything went over my head, but hindsight looking now, if I did a little bit more, I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
But my point is, like, that could have been me, and I'm grateful. You know, now looking back, I'm thankful that God has always protected me with every single opportunity.
Absolutely.
I mean, aside from that, I've also been approached by Rock Nation to be. This was 2009. I even have the contracts. I've had many people that approach me to manage me, and you know. And at that time in 2009, I got the contract. They wanted me to be the Rock Nation artist. And that's the first time I got exposed to Hollywood and people in Hollywood. And I just didn't like what I saw and experienced. So I was like, no, thank you. I didn't, like I said, no one taught me, especially coming from, you know, the Philippines, an Asian artist. No one knew how to break an Asian artist through at that time. There was no social media. There was no K-pop. Especially in the urban scene.
So you had a lot of battles and struggles
back and
forth as far as like dealing with your culture.
Yes, no one, and also no one had my back. It felt like because everyone just, I felt like everyone just wanted to take advantage of my resources, the people I was around. You know, when you have that light, you attract flies. You attract everyone when you have the light. You also attract flies. So the thing about it is I had no idea because, like I said, growing up, no one taught me who's who and who's what.
Right.
In my mind, because my spirit was pure and my intentions were pure, I thought everyone was the same.
What about, because there was another one too. And it goes by the name of, first name Stevie.
Oh, yes.
And so you know,
of course.
Okay, well go ahead then. Go ahead.
So, Stevie Wonder. Mr. Stevie Wonder. The crazy thing is, I've known Stevie since 2000, maybe 7, 8. I was a radio host for KJLH 102.3 that I don't really talk about much because, it's like, I've done so many things in my life that's one of the things that I never really like accentuated. But I was a radio host for KJLH every Saturday night mixdown show. So he was basically the owner of KJLH, and I met him there. Fast forward, I would see him with, you know, my rest of the co-host, and he would always be like, "Hi, Ranella." You know, I feel like Stevie can really see because he'll touch your hand and he'll be like, "Okay."
You know, there's been a lot of conversation about that.
Yes.
Somebody said they saw him driving. I need the video. I need the footage. Okay. That's
yes.
What he said.
So. And
he FaceTimed. Somebody else said he FaceTimes.
Right.
Too. So
like the last time I seen him, I was with my late manager. God bless her soul. And, you know, we exchanged information again. And this is right before the pandemic happened. So fast forward, and that pandemic happened. I just randomly texted him like, "Hey, you know, actually I sung, on the voice text or the voice memo. And I was like, I just called to say I love you. And he called me right back. And I was like, oh my God, hi. And luckily I was like with one of my girlfriends at that time, and she started recording while I was talking to Steven. I put him on speaker. And then he asked me, he's like, "Hey, Ranella, I just started my record label." This was in October of 2020. If you guys look it up, he just started his label, and he came out with a song with Busta Rhymes, "Where Is the Love?" And he was like, "How would you like to be in my record label?" I was like, yes. Of course. He's like, "Okay, when the pandemic dies down, like, you know, we'll talk about it, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, okay, good. So, yeah, so that's still in the works because I don't know if he's doing anything right now with a record label, but...
that was a no-brainer, Stevie Wonder.
But yes, I got it on record. So, Stevie, I still have it on record. You asked me, I have receipts, okay? And there's been times that he's tried to FaceTime me, actually. I'm going to tell you this. One time he tried to FaceTime me and I was on the toilet. I didn't know whether to pick it up or not because does he see me? Does he not see me? What? Wait, I mean, if I answer and I'm just in what
Right.
do you know?
Right, right.
What did he see me? I just took a screenshot. I was like, shit. I'm like, damn. I don't know if I should answer it, but I didn't answer because just to be safe.
Right,
Because
right.
with Stevie, there's always people around him. But anyway. So yeah, you'll never know. But I love Stevie. He's also a Taurus. He calls me the young bull. I call him the OG bull because his birthday is May 13th,
Okay.
and my birthday is May 14th. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. So tell the people
Mhm.
where they can find you on your platforms.
Sure.
If they want to get the music, if they want to see more things from Kelly Bites, if they want to see you sing the national anthem. You see, got a lot of things on here. I can keep going on.
Yes. So you just Google Ranella Ferrer, Ranella Ferrer. My main platform that I utilize is Instagram. I'm still trying to figure out my whole TikTok thing. That's why I'm with you. Okay? Because I don't know you TikTokers. What the heck? Do I have to dance? Because I don't know how to like I can
Yeah.
that's all I can do.
Right.
Like, I mean, for real, but I'm still trying to figure out the damn TikTok. Cause like, what do I gotta do to be a TikToker like you? But I'm more an Instagram girl. Thanks Chat GPT, cause now it makes it easier to post. MySpace days are over, but I was the MySpace queen too. So just Google Ranella Ferrer and you'll find me on social media.
You guys heard everything you need to hear. You know where to find her. Thank y'all for joining me for another big energy conversation.
Yes.
And I can't end it without a big energy.
Big energy. I don't know.